everybody. Tonight we're going to be cooking a vegetable bake, also known as a vegetable frittata, I think. Okay, so we've lined up our ingredients. I've already prepared them because I'm sure you'd already know how to chop stuff up, so we don't need to go through that. So we've got some shredded cheese here. You can grate your own or just buy it. Got some cauliflower here. We've actually chopped it up even further, so it's sort of bite-sized. We've got, that was only a handful by the way, just a little bunch of cauliflower. We've got one medium-sized red capsicum which we've chopped up. So you want to know about this size, nothing bigger than that. We got some spring onions, also known as shallots in some places, so there's 2 of them in that. I've also grated 1 zucchini, so this is only 1 zucchini, and also a handful of broccoli. We also need eggs for this, salt and pepper for seasoning, some milk as well. So we've got our baking tray here, and we have our oven set on 180 degrees Celsius. Our oven's fan forced, so if yours is not fan forced, you need to increase the temperature on the oven by about 10 degrees. So to start off with, I'm going to dry that because I just rinsed that off and there's still a bit of water in there. So what we're going to do, instead of just putting everything in here, we're actually going to mix it together first. That way it actually gets, it's more even throughout. So we're just going to chuck everything in here. Apart from the cheese, you don't put the cheese in it. The cheese is only for the top. So we've got the zucchini here. The 2 spring onions. So they're roughly chopped about this size. So, you know, just about that size there. Capsicum here. As for the type of cheese, I'm pretty sure you could probably just go with any sort of cheese. That's actually a tasty cheese, so I suppose you could put a Parmesan cheese in there if you wish. So we're just going to mix this in, just so everything's going to be put into the baking dish evenly. We want it evenly throughout the dish. Now this should be alright with most kids, because the milk and the egg and the cheese and the salt and pepper should sort of take away from that vegetable taste. A lot of kids are alright when it's mixed with other stuff. They just don't generally like vegetables by themselves. So it should be alright for most children. So see, that's mixed in pretty evenly there. Pretty colourful too. So we're just going to sort of put that in the baking tray. Scrape any excess out. That should do it. We need this bowl again later for the milk and the egg and the seasoning. But we can leave those bits in there, doesn't particularly matter. So we just spread it out evenly. So it's evenly spread out. Next thing we do is, for this amount of vegetables, you can, you know, 4 to 6 eggs. So we're going to break some eggs in here. So I'm going to use 6 eggs, which is half a carton. So if you want to use 4, you can, but it's probably better if you use 6 with the larger quantity we have here. If you want to sort of like cut down the quantity, cut down everything else like the eggs and stuff like that. So 2 more to go. So there are 6 eggs. Now we only whisk this gently. So we just want to do it. We don't want to like do it too much. We just want to just get it so that it's all whisked. So probably something like that. Now for this amount of eggs, probably a half a cup. So we'll add a little, there's a broccoli in there. Don't know how that got in there. There's a broccoli in there. So probably just a little bit more, I think. So just about, you know, half of that again. So we'll put that in there. And we'll just mix that together. Now this is reasonably quick. The thing that takes the most time is the chopping of everything. So we're just going to put some salt in there to season. And some pepper. If you're using white pepper, don't put as much in because I find that's actually hotter than black pepper. So just mix that in. it's mixed in alright. And we just sort of put this over. If it's not enough, we can just make some more up. It usually does the job. But I think for the size baking dish we'll actually have to put a few more eggs in there. Because it's not covering the whole area. So we're going to we'll try a couple more eggs. So I just put a splash, I'll just mix these first. Now I'll just put a splash of milk in there. It's probably a bit too runny, so I'm going to add another egg in. This is sort of like how you make scrambled eggs. Sort of. Not completely the same. So that's mixed in. We're going to go to salt and pepper now again. Oops. And a few more of that. And we're going to mix that in again. Just try to get that seasoning brown. So we're just going to pour it into like the corners a little bit. Especially up here. So it's going to... So I think that should do it. So we'll just put some cheese over the top. You should know when this is ready is when like it's sort of when you put a knife in and it comes out clean, because if you got runny eggs still, it's not ready. So just sprinkle this over the top. You don't need a lot of cheese. You can put as much cheese on, I suppose, as you want, as you like. But we're not going to put too much on. Cover it a bit. So this probably at the longest would probably take about half an hour. So that there's done. We're also having a little bit of steak on the side with a bit of mash, just to go with it. So I'm just going to pop that in the oven now. We'll be back when that's ready. Welcome back everybody. So this took roughly about 20 minutes to do something of this size. So here it is. You can see the cheese is melted, and if I put a knife in, there's only the oil out of the vegetables and all the natural oils out of the vegetable. There's no eggy consistency at all. So I'm going to dish it up now. So we're going to cut it like that, long ways. And we're going to cut it this the other way. Probably cut it into like 8 pieces. And also, because it might come out easy, but because it's got egg and it's been in a baking dish, we're also going to slide the knife around the outside just to make sure it's completely loose, or it's going to like leave half behind or sort of come out in like 5 different pieces. We just get it away from the sides of the dish. Okay, so it's gonna, now hopefully it's gonna do good by me and come out in one piece. But like a lot of things, when you try to pick them up, it doesn't necessarily work. Oh, so it wasn't that bad. No, Dawn is just told. So, you can see all the vegetables inside. It's a bit hot, so be careful. So there you can see that. You can see the vegetables. We'll turn it around so you can get a better look. Now, the only thing in it would be all the oils released out of the vegetables themselves. So there shouldn't be any runny egg or milk-like consistency. So I'm pretty sure one piece should be enough, because a lot of things like this can be filling. But since it's cut into 8, for four of us, we can have seconds later. Or if there's enough, they can take some to school for lunch tomorrow. because he's still got school. It's not school holidays yet, unfortunately for him. So there we have it. So there's our vegetable bake. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you later next time for some more.